All right. Now we continue to talk about addition of numbers in a given list. Okay. Now, so I have to talk about for loop. So for I in range 10. So what does that mean? Range 10 is the list of numbers beginning with 0 up to 9. All right. So for each of them. Okay. So this is I in here. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, so for I in range. So now we want to print each those values. All right, each those values. So let us rewind it and let's see. So here in the range 10, we see every numbers are printed here on the screen. All right. Um, so let's say we have a variable. Let's say s, okay, initially assigned to be zero, assigned to be, let's say, 100. All right, so let's do this again here for I in range 10. Okay, this column here. Okay, now we want, let's say, for each I we add this numbers I to the value of s here. Okay, so for each I it will take here one by one. Okay, uh, so the Python will take 0 first, and it will add 200. Okay, and then it will add 1, it will add 2, it will add 3, and so on. At the very last, it will add 9, so it will give us the result. Okay, after this compiling. So we want Python to be now print s. All right, print s. So you're gonna see that s is, of course, is greater than 100 now. All right, so you see that it is 145. 145. Here it was 100, now it is 145. So we added each number in this list. So if we here, let's say, another variable, I don't know, let's say p equals to 0, right? P equals to 0. And let's say for, let's say j, it doesn't matter that you put the I, j, or something else on ladder, it doesn't matter. So for range, let's say again 100. Okay, suppose that we add now each number in this range. Okay, each number in this range to p here. P is initially 0, so it will add each number. So let us now print it. Print p here. Okay, so we see that we're gonna given after we compile it, we're gonna given the addition of these numbers. It is 45. At the very last row, you see that it is 45 here. Okay, so so let's see here. Let's print this range, those numbers. Okay, let me compile it again. So you see that it is print range 10. It gives you the list here starting from 0 up to 9. So addition of those numbers is now calculated to be 45. All right, good. So let us do something else. Let's say we want to calculate the squares of the sum of squares in these lists. All right, so let me write it again here in a very, so if I start with this symbol here, Python will not read this row. Okay, Python will not read this row. So sum of squares of integers in the list starting from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, so you see that it will come up with an n integer here, which is the sum of squares of these integers. All right, so now let us initially assign a value. Let's say f equals 0, all right? So f is assigned to be 0 here. Now I will add f squares of these integers. So k, so square of something is written as like this k, okay, and double star square. Double star is, it means that it is the power, it's the next thing is coming as a power of k here, all right? So now this code will sum the squares of integers in this list here, right? So let us now, it will sum after we compile it, and we want Python to print this value f, right? Print this value f. So let us compile and see. Okay, so it is 285. Let us, if you wish, in this for loop, Python to print every value here, print k squares here, all right? So for each of them, so in this for loop, you see, for each integer, Python will add f k squares of integers in the list, and it will print us the squares one by one after the job is done for each list, for each element in the list. Then it will print us f again. So it will do the same thing, but just it will give us uh, more job here, which is the squares of those integers. All right, so let us compile it and see. All right, you see that here. So 0 is the square of 0, 1 is the square of 1, 4, 9, 16, and it goes on. So the last number is 9 here. So square of 9 is 81. So if you add them up, all these numbers, you're going to find that it is equal to 285, right? So that's it. So all right, so we are done with this the summation of formulas.